Thunder Cookie. I think I just made it worse.
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Last Epoch. Senior developer, co-founder of EHG, Mike held his normal Friday Q&A live stream on Twitch, which means I get to bring you Dev Chat 178. As always, Mike answered lots of great questions from the community and gave us a Season 3 teaser. Now before we jump into it, huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Boot.dev. Now if you don't know about Boot.dev, right now they are trying to tackle one of the hardest problems in programming: boredom. And I get bored very, very easily.
Squirrel!
Now, you might not know this about me, but I have never coded anything in my life until now. I have beaten the tutorial and I am now on to variables. So far, my favorite feature on boot.dev is the solution button. Being new to this, there's nothing more frustrating when you hit a wall and not knowing what to do, and boot.dev is there to hold your hand, which is great. Learn back-end web development from start to finish: Python, Go, JavaScript, TypeScript, SQL, and C. And again, they're trying to cure your boredom, which means you're going to get achievements, you're going to get quests, you're even going to have boss fights with boot.dev. The best way to learn to code is building real projects, and that was what we are currently doing. I'm building a game called Fantasy Quest. Go to boot.dev and try courses right now for free. Then use my code ActionRPG to get 25% off your first year if you choose the annual plan. Huge shout out to boot.dev for sponsoring today's video. Jumping into our first question around Season 3 timing.
Looking internally for 3 to 4 month timeline. It's about halfway through that 4 month time. I mean, we're looking pretty good. It's a lot of work still. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of stuff where it's like, there's always things where you're like, oh, is this going to be done in time? That sort of stuff. Can we add this extra thing? Oh, I got a great idea. I'm going to try and figure this out, a way to get this in the patch in time. So yeah, it's I'd say looking pretty good overall. I don't have a specific timeline that I can share with you. That is still the rough, general-ish plan.
Every time he gets asked this, which is every week, they say the time frame is looking good. If I had to guess, I would say we're getting the next season, Season 3, in August. Now let's talk stash tabs.
Recent thread about storage tabs, the ability to create a template and unlock it once you have enough gold each season instead of having to do the massive organization each time. Yeah, I read that thread. It's very similar to the thread that was up about, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago. All the same stuff in there. Yeah, it's like fantastic idea. Getting in a fully fledged version of that in time for next patch, I think, is pretty low chance. I'd love to see some version of that though, like maybe just having the ability to make template versions of them or duplicate tabs. That might be the easiest way to do it, is just duplicate specific ones. I don't know, there's definitely room for significant improvements in how we are like making stash tabs season to season. Like I know I haven't done an amazing job organizing this, but like it's something, and like I'd love to be able to just move this over to the new one as we transition to the new season in a little while.
When Mike says unlikely, that means it's not coming, just FYI. And a lot of times people ask me when I'm streaming Last Epoch, why don't they just do this, or why don't they just do that? You have to remember that they're still building core systems. They have a list of 500 things they want to put into Last Epoch. And every season they get to pick 40 or 50 of those said things to put into the new Season 3. So if, you know, that idea, which is a great idea, is, you know, item 51, it doesn't make it in. They're still working on updating all the old passive trees. They are still working on updating endgame. They're still working on balance. They're still putting in skills because a lot of the masteries and the base classes are missing skills. So a lot of these things that people are requesting is stuff that is definitely going to come into the future, but just know that it is not the priority right now. Mike makes this comment out of nowhere about something new that's coming.
There's some new stuff that's happening with audio that's coming in really soon that I'm really excited for, and I'm really noticing. I've been listening to the new audio style, and right there, I was really noticing the issues with the old one. Yeah, looking forward to that.
EHG revamping audio for Last Epoch? Very tiresome question, COF First Merchants Guild.
I think Sorry, I'm just rereading the question a couple times to make sure I'm understanding what you're saying here. I don't know if I agree with the premise of the topic. I'm not going to say it's wrong, but I don't know if I agree with it or not. I think that there's probably always going to be a place where Merchant's Guild is stronger than COF. Like, I don't think that's ever going to really change. Just the ability to trade is so unbelievably strong. Taking one item and making it completely, like, taking a drop and having there be 4 things that you drop that you could need from that situation, or 400 things that you can drop from that situation to be worthwhile, that you can turn into the one you want. Just that power alone, that's Merchant Guild power, is so unbelievably powerful that having a COF equivalent of that is probably never going to happen. It's not impossible, but it's just so powerful. And we do try and get as close as we can, but that comparison is never going to be favorable for COF, I don't think. Without either some like severely limiting things on happening on Merchant Skill that make it just not fun to play with, or just so many buffs to COF that it's just trivializes things.
This question, I'm not kidding. During my 40-day subathon for subathon 3, I must have got asked, I don't know, 200 times, what's better, COF or Merchant's Guild? And my answer is actually always the same. I've kind of got a new standard response. If you have played Merchant's Guild for 1 season, the next season play COF. Or if you've played COF, the following season play Merchant's Guild. Literally just play both, and then you can make up your mind on which one you like better. You don't have to take my advice. But EHG did not give us COF and Merchant's Guild for them to be perfectly balanced, and they're the same amount of power. They're giving you different ways to play the game. If you don't like being a part of a trade economy and learning all the pricing and grabbing items for sale, and if you just want to kill monsters and hunt, they give you a way to play that way. But if you like trading and you like using that system and you like playing lots of different builds, you have the Merchant's Guild. Like if you went and played Path of Exile and you were using the currency exchange and you were heavily involved in trading and you're using your currency to get exactly what you want, or you were playing solo self-found, like what a silly comparison. Like which one are you going to acquire gear with faster? Of course it's going to be trading to using your currency to getting the items you want. It's the exact same thing in Last Epoch. They're never going to be balanced. EHG is just trying to give you incentives for the people that like playing solo self-found. They're giving you multiple options to play the game. They are not intended to be balanced. It appears this question is going to be in every Friday dev chat.
All right, PlayStation, Xbox possibility, and my buddy is dying to play, but no PC. We are very. What's the canned answer I have to this? I get this question every week. Trying to remember exactly what I'm supposed to say. We are very interested in moving to console. I don't have any specific information for you at the moment. As soon as we have any information, we'll be sharing it with you. I don't know if or when that'll happen. I hope it happens. Something like that.
I do think this is actually going to happen sooner than later. They've moved to Unity 6 or moving to Unity 6. They are saying that they're going to be able to bring the game to different hardware. They are for sure gearing up for a console launch. I don't know when, but I feel very confident it will be happening. I got a theory on this one.
Reworks to Beastmaster Bear. I think Ice Lord synergy is pretty bad now, after all. There is some stuff with Primalist companions in general that's happening. I don't want to say a rework. Rework's a little heavy, but like they'll see some Primalist companions in general. Will be seeing some changes. I think more diversity, probably more. We're working on the AI with stuff with them a lot, just to make them play better.
Beastmaster has an old passive tree, so maybe we get the updated passive tree, but my honest guess is they continue to talk about removing snapshotting from the game. And they say that when they remove snapshotting from the game, because it's an unintended mechanic, that they're going to have to change and add some power in different areas. So my theory is snapshotting gets removed, and because of that, they have to rework companions a little bit. Teaser for Season 3.
Look at that cute little guy. He's so adorable. This is something coming for Season 3. Who knows what it is? It could be anything.
I'm gonna guess once again a new enemy for the Ancient Era. Now, that being said, it does kind of look like it's smiling. I don't know, it might be friendly. Maybe like a companion to a new NPC or something. I don't know. I feel like this is a campaign asset. All right, everyone, unfortunately, I've come to the final question for Dev Chat 178. Mike's going to talk about Season 3 and how long they've been working on this content. Mike, as always, thank you for your Friday live streams. The community truly appreciates it. Boot.dev, thank you for sponsoring today's video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Of course, only if you think I have earned it. We are about 600 subscribers away from 100,000. We are inching our way closer and closer, and don't forget to check out my new alpha website, actionrpg.com. It is really, really coming along. More games are coming online, more features. It is looking really good. I'm done. Mike, take it away.
All right. Are you / the team at all worried about Season 3 not being publicly received as well as Season 2 and Season 3 being too small, just based on the massive dev time difference in the two seasons we have? Yeah, that's a concern. We're doing a lot to make sure that that isn't the reception. And there's lots of things that it's funny. There's stuff in, yeah, I'll say it. This is going to sound weird. It's kind of taken out of context. This can sound bad, or not bad, but exaggerated, I guess. But there's like content in Season 3 that we've been working on since before we ever started working on Season 2. Like there's stuff in Season 3 that was started in like 2021. So it's been a long time coming, and it's not to say that there's by any stretch of the imagination more stuff in Season 3. There's not. There's more stuff in Season 2, definitely. But there's still quite a bit. You know, there's still, especially in the like, yeah. There's a lot of good stuff. I'm excited for it. I think there's going to be a lot of fun to be had with it, and I hope people enjoy it.